Hello, I'm Sophie, your voice assistant on Cloudchain channel. How can I help?
What's up, Sophie? What news do you have?
Today, and the next month, people will discuss a new iPhone.
What else?
Elon Musk tried weed, cyber underwear, the Green Sahara.
Hold on, Sophie. Now in details, please.
Elon Musk teases electric plane design, and smokes weed on Joe Rogan podcast. I have a design for a plane, said Elon Musk, in a wide-ranging interview for the Joe Rogan Experience podcast Live, Thursday night on YouTube. The interview included the two men, drinking whiskey, and smoking weed. Musk thinks his electric airplane would be better than current planes, capable of vertical takeoff and landing, and supersonic flight at high altitudes. The Tesla and SpaceX CEO admitted, however, that it's not a priority for him. Electric cars are important, solar energy is important, stationary storage of energy is important, said Musk. These things are much more important. Musk then became visibly emotional, in describing our addiction to fossil fuels, calling it the dumbest experiment in human history. The spliff was introduced by Rogan long after the discussion of the plane. It's legal, right? Asked Musk, before taking a single, tentative puff. The interview was conducted in the state of California, where marijuana is legal, for recreational use. I've thought about this quite a lot, Musk said of the electric jet design, although he admits that he's only discussed it with friends and girlfriends. The trick, said Musk, is that you have to transition to level flight. The thing you'd use for vertical takeoff and landing is not suitable for high-speed flight. Musk then describes in broad terms how he'd power the plane. Musk quickly conceded, however, that he has more important things on his plate that prevent him from taking his electric plane design further. The electric airplane isn't necessary right now, said Musk. Musk then sighed heavily, and became visibly emotional, as he described the need to adopt sustainable energies more quickly. VOLVO showed fully autonomous 360C concept, without steering. Why fly, when you can be driven? Imagine, you have an early morning meeting, in a neighboring city. You have two options to get there, a short hop flight from your local airport, or a fully autonomous pure electric travel solution, that can deliver you directly to your meeting place, having avoided check-in, queuing, flight delays, security checks, and everything else that is part of air travel. Which would you choose? Personal, comfortable, convenient. In the not-too-distant future, we will see a world where fully autonomous electric vehicles are the answer to personal mobility needs. We've developed the 360C to bring our vision of the future to life. Individual mobility needs are evolving. Solutions must offer a safe, environmentally sound, yet personal and comfortable travel experience. And while we believe that many people will still want to have their own car, others will switch to alternative mobility solutions as they become available. We believe that this type of mobility solution will be ubiquitous, changing the nature of the way we travel, and the way we plan and build our cities. Making the most of your time, the 360C envisions a variety of experiences based on your needs. 360C includes several mood settings designed to help you relax or party on your journey, with all the creature comforts you need. A mobile, fully connected meeting place and workspace means you can get things done on the move. Traveling overnight for a morning meeting? Why not book a sleeper vehicle that will deliver you to your final destination fully refreshed? VOLVO also introduces a proposal for a standardized autonomous vehicle communication system that will enable other road users and autonomous vehicles to understand what the 360C is going to do next. We believe that such a standardized system will play an integral part in making autonomous vehicle travel a safe and pleasant reality. Scientists propose to turn the Sahara into a global power station and make it green again. The Sahara was proposed to be turned into a global power station. Climate modeling showed that if we cover the Sahara with large solar and wind power plants, the desert will get enough rain and again turn green. Tens of thousands of years ago, the Sahara was fertile, and gave shelter to early people, traces of which are now found in abandoned caves. But in the future, people and life can return to the vast expanses of the desert. Scientists have long been eyeing them. There is so much sun, and wind, and so few people, that the Sahara can be an ideal place for the deployment of large-scale projects for obtaining renewable energy, and selling it in the markets of Europe and the Middle East. Moreover, as it turned out, such projects can again make the Sahara wet and fertile. In the journal Science, the meteorologist from Argentina and her colleagues write about the results of the Sahara climate modeling. If the entire area, more than 9 million kilometers, is covered by solar and wind power plants, it would be a colossal megaproject, producing more than 4 times as much energy as all the consumption of humanity today. But its side effect will be a sharp increase in precipitation. According to scientists, the average level will rise more than twice, and especially noticeably, in the Sahel, in the south of the desert. As a result, vegetation will also increase, and the vegetation cover will increase. The reasons for this are clear. Wind power plants of large-scale effect, the movement of winds increase air mixing. The solar panels shield the Earth's surface from direct sunlight, and cool it. They believe that this will be enough even for agriculture in the territory of the present desert, so far one of the most waterless in the world. Scientists conducted similar simulations for other desert regions of the world, but due to the peculiarities of the local climate, the influence of power plants will not be so noticeable. Yes, and the size of the Sahara exceeds any other desert, and for the impact on the weather scale is important. Seismic Babies Robotic Assistive Powered Clothing Undergarments. Powered clothing is not a robotic exoskeleton. Not in the standard understanding of the term, at least. Seismic CEO Rich Mahoney wants to make that much clear. Exoskeletons are what the public understands. With regards to wearable robotics, we're absolutely not an exoskeleton. Part of our insight we saw is that everyone is wearing clothing, and no one is wearing robots. Around the TechCrunch office, we've taken to calling the product, robotic underwear, something that paints a bit more accurate a picture of what you're getting yourself into. The product is designed to offer similar assistive functionality to what you get with suits or exo, albeit on a smaller scale, in a more discreet package. Our first product is integrating what we call intelligent wearable strength, focused on the core, says Mahoney. It symbiotically provides assistance to the hips and lower back to support mobility and posture. There are many people that can use that, but we are really focusing on where the need is. It's the broad consumer wellness market. The company's initial demographic is the aging baby boomer generation, wearers who are still mobile, but can use an extra assist from Seismic's textile-based tendons. It's a far more subtle take on the company's original model, a DARPA-funded spin-off of research organization, SRI International. In those prehistoric days of 2016, the company was known as Superflex, and the product looked something a bit more akin to a bionic wetsuit. These days, the company employs a number of designers, alongside its robotics staff to deliver a wearable that's, well, a bit more wearable. We understood that we were an apparel company, and really saw a consumer-facing brand as being the way we wanted to approach the market, says Mahoney. We really have to think about what people understand, and how we can bring functionality to clothing, while maintaining comfort, aesthetic and emotion. Really, our company is a fusion of apparel and robotics. Powered clothing will come to market in limited quantities this year, at a price similar to high-end, premium apparel. The 3 new iPhone models, the home button is officially dead, and new devices going forward will start using Face ID as the security unlock system. There's also an updated Apple Watch, available later this month. Here's a quick recap. Apple confirmed, essentially, everything that was leaked in the days leading up to the event. This season, the company will introduce 3 new iPhone models, the XS, XS Max, and XR. The XS comes with a 5.8-inch Super Retina OLED display, while the XS Max bumps the screen up to 6.5-inch. Both have an IP68 waterproof rating. The new A12 Bionic chip, that improves processing power and machine learning, is offered in configurations up to 512GB. It's got a 7MP front-facing camera, a 12MP dual main camera, with a new smart HDR sensor to help prevent blurry photos during action shots, and enhanced lighting based on facial and subject mapping. You can also adjust the depth of field after the photo has been taken, retro style compared to the iPhone X. The XS and XS Max get up to 30 minutes and 1 hour more in battery life, respectively. The new devices will also support dual SIM, as was previously rumored, and users can set up primary and secondary numbers to know specifically which of the two is being contacted. For the China-specific model, the new iPhone models will support 2 physical SIMs that are slotted back to back. The XS and XS Max pre-orders begin on Friday, September 14th. The XS starts at $999 for a 64GB configuration, and the XS Max starts at $1,099, shipping on September 21st. Indeed, there is also a third iPhone, confirmed as the iPhone XR, offered in a variety of colorful finishes. Compared to the iPhone X, though, it's got a slightly thicker bezel, and has a 6.1-inch LCD display, which Apple is calling Liquid Retina. The screen is larger than the iPhone 8 Plus, with a smaller body. There's now haptic touch on the screen, instead of 3D touch, to launch the camera without unlocking the phone. The XR will also contain the A12 Bionic chip, a 12MP wide-angle camera, not dual, and a 7MP selfie camera, just like the XS and XS Max. Apple says it can last up to 90 minutes longer than the iPhone 8 Plus. The colorful iPhone XR also begins its pre-orders on October 19th, starting at $749 with 64GB, and shipping a week after that. That's all for today. See you and enjoy the videos.